What is your VA claim file, the C file? Why is it so important? I'm John Tucker. I'm a VA disability attorney, and I represent veterans like you all across the United States in claims for VA service-connected compensation. If you have a claim for service-connected compensation, you need to know what the claim file is and why it's so important. Let me tell you why. First, the C file is all of the documents that the Veterans Benefits Administration, the VBA, has on your claim or your claims for service-connected disabilities. Whether you filed 1 or 10 claims for service-connected disabilities, they put all the records in the same file. Today that's maintained electronically, and sometimes it's in different places in the VA system. But it's basically all of the evidence the VA has about your VA disability claims. Now, keep this in mind. If you treat at a VA health facility, it's not your health records at that facility. Those records are maintained somewhere else by the VHA, the Veterans Health Administration. You would have to get those separately and send them to the Veterans Benefits Administration to get them into your C file. So keep in mind, if you have records with the VA health system, you need to make sure that those get into your C file if you're treating at the VA health facility for your service-connected disabilities. That's really important because the people at the Veterans Benefits Administration often will not think to go next door and ask the people at the health facility for their records about you. Perhaps the most important thing about the C file is it can take a long time to get it. Veterans will often call me, and it will take months before we can get that C file. And without the C file, I can't give a veteran a legal opinion about their case because I don't know the evidence that exists. You may think you know. You may think you know what your doctors have said. But until we see it in writing, we don't know. So here's a tip. Get the C file yourself. Make a request to the VA. If you go onto their website and search for FOIA, F-O-I-A, Freedom of Information Act requests, you'll learn how you can send a request to them and ask for a copy of your C file. You can also do that in person at your local regional office and ask them how you asked for the C file. Do it in writing. Do it in a way you can prove the date they received it. Keep in mind, it may take 6 or 8 or even 10 months to get, but it's best to have that in hand when you call an attorney like me about the claim. Get that going and you'll know more about your case than you ever did before. I understand you may have some questions about your VA claim, and if you do, pick up the phone and call me at the phone number on your screen. I'd be happy to talk with you about your claim. Thank you for taking the time to watch. I'm John Tucker.